A man never expected that a child found inside his own cooking pot would one day become his family.
そうだ。
Suta was a web designer, living alone in Tokyo. It wasn't until his father passed away that he finally returned to his hometown. His father had run a small udon shop there, but when Suta was young, constant teasing from classmates made him decide he would never inherit the business. After moving to Tokyo, he barely kept in touch with home at all. Now, standing once again in the house he had left behind for years, everything felt old and worn. The shop had fallen into disrepair, and the kitchen was covered in dust. As memories flooded back, a strange sound suddenly came from the stove. Slowly, Suta lifted the lid of the pot and froze. Inside, a small child lay fast asleep. Suta stood there in shock. The noise woke the child, who immediately grabbed a bag of flour and bolted outside. A gentle rain was falling. Later, while returning home from shopping, Suta unexpectedly ran into his sharp-tongued elderly neighbor. She recognized him at once and mentioned that recently, a child had often been seen wandering around the udon shop. When Suta reached home, the same child was curled up by the entrance just as before. Suta tried to calmly explain things to him, but the moment the child saw him, his eyes lit up. Then his stomach growled loudly, unable to ignore it. Suta decided to feed the strange child first, but the moment the udon was ready, the child couldn't wait a second longer.
ネギと生姜入れても大丈夫。生で
At a loss, Suta called his close friend for advice. The call didn't help much, and it was clear the child had already grown very attached to him. With no better option, Suta temporarily took the child in. He turned on the TV, and the moving images immediately captivated the boy. This finally gave Suta a moment to handle his own affairs. That was when his sister called. She reminded him that aside from arranging their father's funeral, the real purpose of this trip was to sell the family house. While sorting through storage, Suta came across an old notebook. Inside were detailed notes, his father's complete udon-making process. Before he could dwell on it, noise came from downstairs. Suta hurriedly ended the call and went to see what the child was doing. To his surprise, the boy was chasing frogs. Nearby, a photo album had been knocked over. Staring at it, Suta realized he could no longer remember how long it had been since his mother passed away. He opened an envelope beside it. Inside were letters, messages from customers over the years, filled with encouragement and gratitude for his father's cooking.